Hey, everybody, welcome to the Spark on today. I'm Coach David. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope that your day is kicked off and that it's moving in the right direction and that everything is working for you and towards you hitting your best life. I really want that for you. Listen, I am so stoked and excited that you've decided to join me on today. I believe I'll have something on today that's going to help you, that will take you to another level, that will lead you to where you want to go and overall just make your life better. On today, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be talking about how to find your peace of mind. Listen to that title again: how to find your peace of mind. Now let's talk about this real quickly. The majority of the time, the loss of peace of mind comes from, or is derived from, worry. What we do, we allow our mind to dwell on difficulties or troubles or uneasiness. And worry is caused by an anticipation of a future negative event. So what happens is we start looking into the future and we start having all of these what if, or oh by the ways, or whatever the situation may be, and it leads to us thinking negatively about the future. Now I know that this is a current issue today with everything that's gone on. I'm really talking about the political climate and our country and all of that. There's a lot of negativity going on, and people are so worried about what's the next 4 years going to look like, and what is our future going to be? What's going to happen? What's going to be the end state? And people are worried about that. And I understand that. But what we've done, we've allowed that to steal our peace of mind. And then there can be other things in your life. The holidays are coming up. And one of the things about when the holidays come up, people begin to worry. Am I going to have enough? Am I going to be able to make ends meet? And what happens is we lose our peace of mind. Now, here's the key thing about this that I want you to pick up. Worry leads to anxiety. And anxiety is an emotional feeling of fear or dread or some uneasiness. And our peace of mind, our calmness, our tranquility, our contentment is at risk. Now, what I want to do on today, I want to help you. I want to talk you through some things that I believe that will strengthen you during these times and even in the future to help you find your peace of mind. Oh boy, this is going to be great. Now, you cannot find calmness, tranquility, contentment if you're always built up in worry and anxiety. A lot of people say, hey, worry and anxiety, that's just a part of the world we live in. Now, I strongly disagree with that. And the reason why I strongly disagree with it, yes, there are things going on in this world, but you don't have to be involved. You don't have to, get into it and be one of these people who look at it from the standpoint like, oh my God, oh my God. I want to help you with that on today. See, here's where it all derives from. I want you to think about this for a minute. As human beings, we are natural problem solvers. We're built that way. And many times when it comes to problem solving, this leads us to worry. Now, we're built to solve problems, but we're not built to worry, because here's what happens. When we begin to worry, we begin to put more stress on our life. And when we put that stress on our life, and it can go on and on and on and on. When we put that stress on our life, it leads to the anxiety. And the anxiety is that uneasiness, that what if feeling that you get. That can be overcome. And on today, I'm going to give you some things to help you overcome that. You've got to understand that a better life is available for you. That's why I entitled this, How to Find Your Peace of Mind. You're not looking for everybody else's peace of mind. You're looking for your peace of mind. And Coach David is going to help walk you through that on today in such a way that you can find your peace of mind. Well, here's the first thing that I want you to get. If you want to number them, number one, you must believe that a calm inner peace exists within you. So you don't have to be all riled up. You don't have to be all worrisome. It exists on the inside of you, but you got to believe it's there. Here's why. If you don't believe that a calm inner peace exists within you, you'll never search for it. So you don't do things that you don't believe. I believe inside of me is that inner peace that no matter what I face, no matter what I deal with, no matter what I come up against, no matter what's going on in the world, I can still find within me that inner peace. And so, what you got to do, you got to believe that, and then you can take the next steps. Here's step number 2, if you will: find and face your troubles. What? Yes, 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 yes. Define it. In other words, this is the problem. Now, once you define it, you can look and say, this is the problem. Well, here's the next thing that you have to do. You have to face it. What do I mean by that? You have to do all that you can do about the problem. Did you hear what I said? You do all that you can do about the problem. Listen, I recognize that everybody faces challenges, and if you don't believe that, then you need to go back and look at life. Everybody at some point or another faces a storm. One of my mentors said it like this one time. He says, you're either going into a storm, you're in the midst of a storm, or you are just coming out of a storm. But everybody faces what we call the storms of life. Just because you face it, just because you identify it, that doesn't mean that you set up camp, build a house, and live in that trouble. You got to face it. Yes, you got to define it, but you don't have to live there. See, I learned something a long time ago, and I say this all the time. All you can do is all you can do. But all you can do, it is enough. What do you mean by that? Listen, you can't do anything about the birds flying over your head, but you can definitely stop them from setting up and building a nest on the top of your head. So what you do, you find it and you face it. In other words, you identify what the problem is, what the challenge is, what the trouble is, and then you do all that you can do about it. Now, once you do all that you can do about it, you gotta understand, I've done all that I can do. What does worrying about it now get me? It gets me absolutely nothing but more worry and more anxiety. So I understand that I do all that I can do, and all that I can do is more than enough for the situation that I'm in right now. So what do you do next, David? This is what I do. Number 3, I bring my fear into the open. See, this is what I understand about fear. I do that what I fear, and the death of fear is certain. What do you mean? Well, let's just say, for instance, you're facing a money challenge. You look at that money challenge, you do everything that you can do possible about the money challenge. And then at that point, you can relax. Yeah, but the money problem still exists. I understand that. But worrying about the money problem and going over and over and over and over it again, creating an anxiety in your life, is not helping you. See, what you've done, you've blocked off creativity through worry. What do you mean? Anytime that you're just circling the worry cycle over and over and over and over, you can't get to what I call the rinse cycle, because you're in the wash cycle and you're rolling around in there with your problem. At some point, you're going to have to rinse it out, and you're going to have to move on and understand that I've done all I know to do. And at this point right here, now I have to move forward knowing that I've done all I can do. Well, David, but the problem still exists. I understand that. I said number 4, seek solutions, do what you can, and then forget the rest. What? You're saying put your head in the sand? No. I didn't say that. I didn't say act like it didn't exist. I said seek solutions, do all you can, and then forget the rest. The rest of what? The rest of the worrying. Because when you stop the worry, when you stop the anxiety, now you are open to do what I call number 5. You can channel your thinking into constructive and productive ways. Listen, the mind is an awesome piece of equipment. The imagination is even more of an awesome piece of equipment. And when you understand that you have this problem-solving mechanism down on the inside of you, and you channel your thoughts, your imagination in that direction, creative solutions come to you. And the thing that's so awesome about this is that you have to allow that to flow That's why you got to get worry and anxiety out of your way. When you begin to worry, you clog up the process of your creative imagination working, because all you can see before you is the problem. And at some point or another in life, we have to understand that yes, problems exist for everyone, but those who rise above the problems use their creative imagination to rise above it. So I've given you some things that you can do. And there's no need for you to be worried about what a future event is going to happen anyway, because it hasn't happened. When it happens, then we deal with it. But we don't sit around and worry and worry and worry and worry and then drive ourselves to anxiety. When a situation or a problem shows up, remember this right here. You are more than able, well able to handle any situation that shows up. If you will use your creative process down on the inside of you, you will begin to get creative and witty ideas in which to overcome it. So that's how you find your peace of mind. You determine that, hey, look, I'm not going to sit around and worry about this. I've done all that I know to do, and that's enough. I'm not going to sit up here and build up camp and build a house and live in this trouble. No. Trouble don't last always. So I understand this right here, that when I go into the storm, I'm coming out of the storm. This reminds me so much of a scripture in the Bible that said in the 23rd Psalms, it says, yea, even though I travel through the valley of the shadow of death. Notice that he didn't stop there. Notice he didn't stay there. He says, I'm going to travel through it. You're going to have to travel through some things in your life. Just don't stay there, and make a determination that on the inside of me is that inner peace that I need to use my creative imagination for bigger and better solutions and bigger and better things in life. Boy, I hope this has helped you on today. I really do. How to find your peace of mind. Now that you got this, go back and watch this several times, take some notes, and let's get to work on finding your peace of mind. Listen, thank you so much for watching this on today. And do me another favor. Please share this with someone, because I know that it will help them. And if it's helped you, give us some hearts, give us some thumbs up, make comments. It's all good with me. Thank you so much once again. I'm going to get out of here. Now, I won't see you before Thanksgiving, so I want to say this right here. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to your family. I hope that it is a very blessed one, and that you will find your peace of mind in the midst of this time with your family. All right. So let's give thanks. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. This is Coach David. I'll see you next week. Bye.